About. Can you hear me now?
And then the deeply personal claim late today from Musk blasting the president.
This is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening.
Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, and the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I am Noah Allah from Jeremiah, Chicago. And just gonna go into the news, alright, and basically it's on the mainstream media, everybody's already realizing this, but yeah, you know, now there's like a feud between Elon and Trump, alright, and really, you know, you're seeing the fulfillment of prophecy, alright, you're seeing the fulfillment of prophecy, where you're seeing, you know, Esau is divided against himself, alright, and then, you know, especially politically, because you know, you gotta look at it this way, you know, these are basically two Roman emperors, alright, trying to kill each other over the throne, alright, or, you know, it could be a stage, right? But whatever it is, alright, we know through the scriptures that Esau is going to be divided against himself, alright, but without further ado, I'm going to just play this video, so just so, you know, to show you of what's going on.
It's great to have you with us here on a very busy Thursday night. The air quality alerts for millions of Americans right now, from the Midwest to Trump and Elon Musk, playing out in full view of the world all afternoon. The attack's getting more personal with every hour. Now, this began with Elon Musk's deep criticism over the president's budget bill. Musk urging his more than 200 million followers to help kill the bill. President Trump responding in the Oval Office to this today, but look at this image. This was just 5 days ago that Trump gave Musk these so-called...
It could be a distraction too, because there's a lot of shit happening. Alright, there's a lot of shit happening that can really take these people attention, you know, the attention away from what's actually happening in the background. But basically, here you got Elon saying, you know, kill the bill, because really, you know, it's going to, of course, you know, it's going to put in another 2 billion, or I think it was 2 trillion into the U.S. national debt, I guess, as far as what I heard. And but they had, you know, that shit with the feud and Trump, with Elon and Trump going on. Meanwhile, you know, Esau is also trying to pass another bill to where, you know, basically AI is going to be in control real soon, and we're about to see America become a, you know, a dystopian reality. Alright, everything is about to get real draconian out here, real dystopian as fuck out here in America. Alright, so, because, you know, who knows, you know, this could be staged or not, but you know, it looks like, you know, it looks like Esau is really divided against himself.
called keys to the White House as Musk left his job as a special government employee.
And it gets hilarious when you watch this.
Now Musk blasting the president's budget bill as a disgusting abomination, pointing to what it could do to the national debt. Well, today, President Trump saying he is disappointed in Musk. Trump on social media saying Elon was wearing thin, and I asked him to leave. Tonight, Elon Musk claiming, quote, without me, Trump would have lost the election. And then the deeply personal claim late today from Musk saying that President Trump is, quote, in the Epstein files, that this is the real reason they have not been made public, quote. Tonight, this back and forth battle rages on. Mary Bruce leading us off from the White House.
Tonight, the stunning collapse of an alliance between the President of the United States and the world's richest man, their relationship exploding in front of the world. In the Oval Office, President Trump for the first time addressing Elon Musk, who's been taking aim at Trump's budget bill, saying, kill the bill.
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
For days, Musk has railed against the president's bill, calling it a disgusting abomination that would add $2.5 trillion to the national debt. Today, Trump accusing Musk of being out for himself, angry that the bill cuts the electric vehicle tax credits that benefit Tesla owners.
I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here. better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden, he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate.
Musk left the administration just fine.
And look at Elon's face. He has a black eye basically, and you could tell that these Edomites were going at it. All right, and there's definitely a lot of division going amongst these Edomites, especially in these and especially amongst these politicians, right? And this is another sign showing you that Esau's kingdom is going down. Right, is when he's divided against himself, and now he has been more divided, more so than ever. All right.
Days ago, he had a black eye. Trump revealing today.
And then you never know. Who knows? This could be another distraction, because I'm just stopping with this video, but meanwhile, as that's going on, all right, which I do suggest you to watch this video.
And we all know one thing. It's dystopia. They're going to clamp down. One that we've warned about many times.
But yeah, I suggest you to watch this video, alright, because as people are getting distracted by that shit, meanwhile, here's another big beautiful bill that's about to be passed, and it is going to be something major, right?
That makes this stand out as one of the most evil things ever put out there to be passed, period. So he will not point to that. He will not state that fact. He'll just bring this board out and tell everybody, look, we're all going to die if this passes. What he's telegraphing to you is what's going to happen in the future. It's dystopia. They're going to clamp down with AI like you've never seen before. All these small-minded people are taking whatever little carrots that they're throwing them about how this package is going to be good, and they just are oblivious to the AI threat. It's the biggest threat we've ever seen in any bill. This is why some are separating themselves away from this, like Rand Paul, even Elon Musk. And he won't even point to the AI factor in it. He says it's full of pork, so to speak, which it is. But in the end, the AI is the biggest threat of anything in there, stopping states from overriding the federal government for a decade. It goes down some deep, sinister rabbit holes. And I believe Schumer is telegraphing what ultimately will happen. A lot of people are going to die when this happens, and they're not even ready for it. They're oblivious to the fact. You've got Elon over here lining up Optimus left and right, AI springing up all over the place, which is nothing more than demonic artificial intelligence using these robots as like a Frankenstein body to jump into. And when they unleash these on man, your bullets will be useless. It's time to come up with a plan and a way to counter this. But again, most of the crowd is asleep at the wheel. If they pass this, though,
just like what Dabu said, most of the crowd is asleep at the wheel, right? A lot of people are not really realizing what the fuck is going on, right? There's a lot of distraction in the news. Of course, a lot of it's what you see on the news is ultimately fulfilling prophecy, but meanwhile, you got this big beautiful bill that is about to be passed, and it's going to be something major, and it will be passed, all right? Because what Esau is trying to do is establish his new world order agenda, basically having using our micro participating in society, how people would get around the new I'm going to close it, but yeah, there's a lot of shit happening in the news, all right? You can't really keep up with all of it, but here's a Revelations 13 and 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, and hey, it's the political view of things. You got the Republican side and the Democrats, all right, going at each other. But like again, all right, the world is a stage. You never know if it's really just they're just whether if it's real or fake. Either way, Esau's gonna get his. Either way, Esau's new order is ultimately gonna happen. All right. Well, he's not gonna complete it because that we don't know. We know at the end of the day the Lord's gonna destroy that shit. But yeah. All right. You're seeing that Republicans and the Democrats are very against each other when really they're both working with each other for the same agenda. All right. Mainly to oppress you, Jakes. They have total control over you, Jakes, and getting you to bow down to Esau's New Order agenda, into taking Esau's RFID microchip, right? First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. And yeah, we're not in darkness because the Lord is revealing a lot of stuff to His prophets. All right, we're watching, we're linking the prophecies with these world events that are happening right before our eyes. All right, that's showing to us that the Lord is about to return soon. All right, He's about to visit the world which He made. All right, that goes to show you that we're not in darkness because we see these things come to pass. We see these things happening. All right, we're seeing that Esau, whatever Esau is hiding his shit, ultimately the Lord is bringing it into the light at the end of the day, and now we're seeing what this devil is doing. All right, verse 5. Ye are the children of light and the children of day. We are not of night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And then we got to keep watching. All right, we got to keep watching and staying sober. All right, because a lot of shit is happening, and we don't know when things can all of a sudden change. All right, but this is why we watch. Right, watch as well as pray. All right, pray for a few days, because hey, who the fuck wants to stay here? As a man of the Lord, right, a hopeful elect, who the fuck wants to stay here for another 5 years? Another 10, another 5 years, another 3 years, another 3 years. We want the Lord to come back as soon as possible. We're here in America is just nothing but another prison. All right. Matthew 12 and 26. And here you got Esau's divided against himself. All right, with the political view of things. All right, but it says Matthew 12 and 26. It says, actually, I'm gonna start with 25. And Yahushua knew the thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And the Lord is pouring His Spirit on Esau, to be divided against himself. All this is of the will of Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushai. All right, the Lord is making these things happen. Verse 26. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's right. That's what you're seeing right now. Esau divided against himself, Satan against Satan. And right now, all right, you can see that Esau's kingdom is going down fast just by seeing the prophecies that are come to pass. All right. Not trying to make this too long, but last one at least will be Psalm 7 and 15. And I mean, that's pretty much it to that lesson. All right. Hope is edifying. All right. Keep your eyes peeled because shit's about to change here real soon in America. And yeah, a lot of people are about to lose it. All right. We're about to go into a financial collapse. All right. There's about to be draconian measures being implemented. All right. We're there. All right. Shit is really, really fucking happening before our eyes. All right, and it's happening fast. But with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua, and Shalom.